and welcome to One Family, One Menu. I'm going to continue to show you how to repurpose your ingredients to make your weekly meal planning a breeze. And today, we're working with delicious and nutritious cauliflower. Today, we're going to be making cauliflower 3 ways: cauliflower tacos, cauliflower sauté, and Cauli and cheese. But before we begin, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. For 2 of our recipes today, cauliflower tacos and cauliflower sauté, we are going to roast the cauliflower once, and then half of it you're going to store in your fridge for up to 3 days. To roast your cauliflower, you're going to need 1 head of cauliflower taken apart, 1 teaspoon of cumin ground, paprika to taste, garlic powder or garlic pepper powder to taste, salt, pepper, and olive oil. All right, we're going to start roasting our cauliflower, but keep in mind that the recipes of today are for a 3-person household. If you have more, then you're going to need to buy more cauliflower. First, to roast your cauliflower, you're going to take it off, pull it apart in pieces like this, like so, and you're going to put it on a baking sheet like this. You're going to line the baking sheet with either a silicone or parchment paper, whichever one you have. And now we're going to season it. We're going to use first our olive oil. I use pure olive oil because the heat, it burns slower than extra virgin olive oil, so it's better. I'm going to drizzle some over it. And you're going to use your hands for this because don't forget that your hands are the best mixers you have. That's olive oil, my cumin. I'm going to pour it all over my cauliflower. And cumin gives it a very, very, very good taste. If you don't like cumin, use another herb. If you like it but not too much, you can use half a teaspoon. It's fine. Now I'm going to sprinkle some paprika. I didn't put an amount because it's up to you what you want. Now I'm going to sprinkle some garlic powder. I have garlic pepper powder, but if you have plain garlic powder, that works well. And now I'm going to go sprinkle some salt. Now I'm going to grind some fresh pepper over my cauliflower. Now that everything's on your cauliflower, you're going to take your clean hands and you're going to mix it together. Make sure that everything is evenly coated. All right, now I'm going to spread my cauliflower very well in my sheet pan, and I'm going to put it in my preheated oven at 400 degrees. I'm going to put this for about 30 to 40 minutes until it's fully cooked and roasted. It's going to brown, and that's okay. That's how it looks once it's fully done. While our 1 head of cauliflower is in the oven roasting for 2 of our recipes, cauliflower tacos and cauliflower sauté, we are going to start working on our Cauli and cheese, which doesn't have to be roasted. For this recipe, you're going to need the following ingredients: 1 head of cauliflower, separated and cleaned out, 1 cup of Gruyere cheese, 1 cup of provolone cheese, and 1 cup of Swiss cheese. Now, if there's one of those cheeses that you don't like or you don't have, you can substitute it for something you do like. Or if you only want to use 2 cheeses, that's fine. Just make sure you increase the amounts. 1 tablespoon of shallots chopped, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, some nutmeg, 2 tablespoons of butter, room temperature, 1 cup of heavy cream, 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 tablespoon of bouillon dissolved in 1 warm cup of water, which is what I've done here, salt, pepper, and a medium pan. To a pot over medium heat, add your heavy cream, your evaporated milk, your bouillon and water mixture, Add your cornstarch mixed with a little bit of bouillon water. This will thicken the consistency. Add butter. And add a little bit of nutmeg. Whisk it around and wait for it to thicken. Alright, so our roasted cauliflower, as you can see, is ready. And we're just letting it cool off for a little bit before we start our other two recipes. In the meantime, we are going to assemble our cauli and cheese and put it in the oven to bake at 400 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes. The first thing I'd like to do is take my wet mixture of cream and evaporated milk and bouillon and pour a little bit on the bottom of my pan, just a little bit. Then I'm gonna get some of my cauliflower florets, pour them all in here, there you go. You wanna make sure that you have a pan where you can pack them and they're not too spread out, so it makes a little bit of a few layers. Now that I have that one layer there, I'm going to take my cheese and shallot mixture and spread it out. Oh, this is gonna be great. And by the way, guys, this sauce is amazing. It's going to be amazing. All right, now we're gonna add some more of this delicious sauce into it. A couple of ladles at a time. And the bouillon gives this sauce a unique flavor. And if you want to make this recipe with macaroni instead, you can. But this cauliflower is definitely brings it up a notch. Makes it so much more interesting. Now we're going to pack on some more cauliflower. Now I made sure that I put my baking pan on top of a sheet pan, so if it spills, it'll be okay. No big deal. You want it to not make your oven dirty. Okay, and there you go. And now we have some more cheese, and you want to top it off with cheese because this is going to gratin. This is going to melt in the oven and it's going to bubble and make it a cheesy deliciousness, so creamy. And you can pair this with any protein if you want. I frankly eat it by itself. It's filling as it is and rich. You can also use this as a holiday side dish if you like. It's very, very tasty. It needs nothing else. I'm putting all my cheese because I'm a cheese lover, as you guys know. If you want less cheese, you can do so. Ladle just one little bit more of the creaminess on top of it. Okay, now we have this little bit left. We are going to put this in our oven at 400 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes. You're gonna keep an eye on it. Make sure that it doesn't burn. You want it to get brown and beautiful, but not burn. It's gonna bubble, it's gonna be delicious, but don't burn it. All right, so our roasted cauliflower, or one head of roasted cauliflower is ready. So I took half of it and put it aside for my sauté later. In the meantime, we're gonna prepare our tacos. And I have here flour tortillas, but you can use whatever tortillas you like. Corn tortillas are great, cauliflower tortillas are great. And I'm going to assemble it. I'm going to put some of my cauliflower. And again, guys, this is a taco cauliflower. You add whatever you like to your tacos. I think this combination of things is great for a cauliflower taco because it gives it a lot of more texture and flavor. This cauliflower is very flavorful, but still. I have a little bit of Sriracha mayo that I made the other day, and it's just mayo and Sriracha, literally. So you're gonna take a little bit of that, or if you want something else, but this gives it a little bit of a spice. And you're gonna drizzle on top of your cauliflower. Then I'm going to add, well, before I get the cabbage, I'm going to add some jalapeno peppers. If you don't want that much heat, then don't add the jalapenos and just add the Sriracha mayo. I like it spicy. So, some jalapeno peppers, some tomatoes chopped in fourths. These are sugar plum tomatoes. They're so delicious. I have here some slices of avocado. Again, guys, if you don't like something, just don't use it, or use what you like. You can put cheese on this too. And I have some cabbage that I drizzled a little bit of lime on it, and I really like it. I can eat it just like that. But the cabbage gives this taco a very nice bite, because the cauliflower is very tasty, but it's not as crunchy. And this is very crunchy, and it gives it just, it takes it to another level. And that's my cauliflower taco. All right, so now we're going to continue by making our cauliflower sauté. And don't forget, we used half of a head of cauliflower that we roasted and we put it aside. The other half we used for cauliflower tacos. Now we're going to do this with the cauliflower. We have our seasoned roasted cauliflower, half a head. We have 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, a little bit of lime. We have 1/3 of 1 green bell pepper, 1 orange bell pepper, and 1 red bell pepper, chopped into even pieces so they can cook properly. We have 1 tablespoon of grated ginger. Very important. Fresh is better. 2 garlic cloves, minced. 1 tablespoon of cilantro, roughly chopped. Half of a large onion, cut in slices. If you have a small onion, then use the entire thing. Then we're going to need a little bit of sriracha, a little bit of sesame oil, a little bit of pure olive oil. You can also use avocado oil or coconut oil to start your sauté, and salt and pepper. To a medium-high heat pan, you're going to add your pure olive oil. You can use avocado oil or coconut oil. Add your garlic, your fresh ginger. Toss it around and cook it. Then add your roasted cauliflower. Now add your soy sauce, your bell peppers, and your onions. Add some sriracha to taste. If you don't like sriracha, don't add any. Some sesame oil, and some lime juice. Add some freshly cracked pepper to finish. Toss it around and cook it for a few minutes. All right, so we are done with our cauliflower sauté. And it is, guys, it is packed with flavor. It is so satisfying and so good. It's frankly a standalone dish. You could also eat it over rice. You can add a protein, but you don't need to. This dish is amazing. All right, so our cauli and cheese is finished, is done, is baked. You can see it, it's delicious. This is what you want to achieve. You want it to be golden brown, not all the way brown and not all the way dark, because that means you burned it. And it took 40 minutes to bake. It also spilled a little, which is why I recommend that you use a sheet pan underneath your baking pan. Anytime you bake anything on any pan, put a sheet pan underneath. It will save you hours of cleaning your oven. This dish can be a side, like I said before, or you can eat it as a standalone dish. It is truly, truly delicious. So today we've made 3 cauliflower dishes: cauli and cheese, cauliflower tacos, and cauliflower sauté. And these 3 dishes are delicious, packed with so much flavor, and they have an identity of their own. And your family is going to love the fact that you used 1 ingredient and repurposed it and made 3 different style dishes during the week. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please go to onefamilyonemenu.com for these recipes and many more. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. I will see you again soon. Bom,